Well, for decades, Afghans have been fleeing the fighting in their home country and crossing into neighbouring Pakistan. But now that movement has been reversed. Thousands are now leaving Pakistan, where the growing violence and instability is forcing them to seek sanctuary in the relative safety of southeastern Afghanistan. Here's Zeina with the latest in her series of special reports from Khost.
The weather is bitterly cold, but nevertheless these people wait for any assistance they can get. Originally from villages in the Kuram agency in northern Pakistan, they are now refugees living in the provinces of southeastern Afghanistan. They left because of the bloodiest violence in years between Sunni and Shiite tribes in the Kuram tribal agency bordering Afghanistan.
Everyone gets scared of war. Some people stay behind, but we didn't. We couldn't. The fighting was very bad. That's why we came here. We want to find security.
The same reason that hundreds of other families, over 6,000 men, women and children in total, chose to leave everything behind.
It is much tougher here, but it hasn't been easy living life of displacement. I don't have a job here. If I can make a living here, I don't think I'll return to Pakistan.
Some of these refugees have been in this country for months, others for weeks, and a few have just arrived. It is the first time that so many Pakistanis flee their country and cross the border into Afghanistan. For years, it was Afghans who were crossing the border into Pakistan. The refugees are being given blankets, flour, beans, basic essentials that make up part of emergency relief aid being provided by Afghan humanitarian agencies. Each family receives supplies worth around $140, but they say it is just not enough. Many, like BAKHTYAR, who was wounded in the sectarian clashes back in Pakistan, are receiving help for the first time. The violence back home means they may have to stay here for a while.
I'm the only breadwinner in my family, and I'm disabled. I just cannot find work. These supplies will only last for a week. I already have been living off my Afghan friends. I just can't keep doing that.
Like all these Pakistani refugees, BAKHTYAR's family is now being given shelter by Afghans, who themselves were once refugees in their country. The people in northern Pakistan and southern Afghanistan come from the same Pashtun tribes, and many of them are related.
We wouldn't have been able to survive if our Afghan friends didn't give us a place to stay. We left everything behind when we came here. We had no choice. I don't know what will happen to us if we don't return soon.
So while these refugees may now have shelter, the past few weeks haven't been easy. This family describing it as the hardest times of their lives. Zeina Khodr, Al Jazeera, Khost, southeastern Afghanistan.